Welcome back to my channel, The Grammar Gurus. Well, in my previous videos, I explained the concept of nouns. I also explained three types of nouns: common noun, proper noun, and collective noun. In today's video, I shall be explaining the concept of abstract noun. To begin with, let us look at the following sentence. The boy showed great courage. Now, think about sun, book. We can see the sun, we can touch a book. But talk about courage. Can we see or touch courage? Obviously not. We can only think of courage. Hence, courage is an abstract noun. So, friends and viewers, remember, the nouns that we can only think of and we cannot see or touch, such nouns or such names are called abstract nouns. Hence, coming to the definition of abstract nouns. Abstract nouns are the nouns or the names which we can only think of and we cannot perceive them using our five sense organs. In other words, we cannot see the abstract nouns, we cannot smell the abstract nouns, we cannot hear the abstract nouns, we cannot taste the abstract nouns, and lastly, we cannot touch the abstract nouns. It is only in our mind. Abstract nouns are only in our mind. Discussing a few examples of abstract nouns, for example, sweetness. Now, please apply the same rule to each of these words. Sweetness. We cannot see, smell, hear, touch, or taste sweetness. Weakness. Same goes for weakness. Hope, childhood, sleep, kindness, pity, doubt, misery, sickness, darkness, pain, greed, honesty, death. These are some of the words, and if you apply the same rule, then you will see in each of these words, we cannot see them, we cannot smell them, we cannot hear them, we cannot taste them, we cannot touch them. We can only feel them, right? Hence, each of these are examples of abstract nouns. Now, friends, coming to the formation of abstract nouns. Abstract nouns can be formed from common nouns, adjectives, or verbs. In my subsequent videos, I shall be explaining the concept of adjectives and verbs. For the time being, adjectives are words which describe the nouns. That is, they tell us something about the noun. Whereas verbs are action words. Now let's see how we can form abstract nouns from each of these categories. Child is a common noun. So from child, the abstract noun that will be formed is childhood. Again, friend is a common noun. The corresponding abstract noun is friendship. Happy is an adjective. For example, he is a happy man. So happy is describing man. Thus, happy is an adjective. The corresponding abstract noun is happiness. Similarly, honest is an adjective. The corresponding abstract noun is honesty. Sweet. The milk is sweet. So here sweet is describing milk. Hence sweet is an adjective. The corresponding abstract noun is sweetness. Here I would like to mention a point. Remember, the taste that we are getting is sweet. So one might think that I just told you that abstract nouns cannot be perceived by our five senses. So it is important to note here that we can perceive sweet, as sweet is a taste, but we cannot perceive sweetness through our tongue. Hence, sweet is an adjective, but sweetness is an abstract noun. Moving ahead, verbs. Create is a verb, it is an action word. The corresponding abstract noun is creation. Similarly, die is a verb, the corresponding abstract noun is death. So what is important here is that we usually form abstract noun using these suffixes: hood, ship, nest, tea. So you will see that most of the abstract nouns are formed by adding a suffix. Suffix is something that comes in the end of the word. A few group of letters that come in the end of the word. So usually we add these suffixes to form our abstract nouns. Thus, the key concepts that we discussed are: number one, abstract nouns name things that exist only conceptually. They are in the mind and cannot be perceived by our senses. They describe characteristics or conditions. For example, poverty. Poverty is a condition of being poor. Childhood is a condition of being a child. So, friends and viewers, I hope the concept of abstract nouns is clear to you. In my subsequent videos, I shall be taking up sentences for mixed practice of nouns. That is, we shall be identifying all the four types of nouns together so that the chapter nouns is absolutely clear to you. My next edit in the spoken English section is specially dedicated to a follower who requested me to upload certain content in the spoken English edit. Thank you for your warm blessings and love. Keep subscribing my channel, like, follow and share as always. Bye bye. Take care.